Oh yeah, no, you can see them
Okay.
from where you are. The one on the left is going to have partial cover. The one in the middle going to be all right. The one on the right is going to have partial cover.
Maybe I'll wait for them to get a little closer. I'll firebolt one of these little guys and hope it sends a message to the rest to stay away.
Give me an attack roll. Are you doing one of the ones in front of you or behind you?
Uh, I'll go one of the ones I made. Try and fix my own mistake. Attack. 24.
You absolutely hit. Roll for the damage.
6.
And so this time when the firebolt hits it, it kind of puffs into flame and then disappears.
And I'll kind of like do one of these at the other ones. You see that? Stay away from me. That'll be it.
Aaron, back to you.
So Sarlacc is here. Thank you for the company. I really appreciate it. I'll look over at the one that I slowed down, and I will change up tactics. I'll put a little bead of flame in front of the bow, and I'll shoot an ice bolt through that. So I'm going to hit it with a firebolt with a ray of frost catalyst. A 9. Does that hit it?
9 unfortunately misses.
Okay. I will step behind Sarlacc, and I will turn to face these little things that are coming. That'll be my turn.
So you're moving behind Zala. So you're between Zarlak and Regal at the moment.
Perfect.
Nicholas.
Well, it seems like the closest target is this one. So he's gonna move on in, pulls out his battle axe two-handed, leaps up in the air and brings it down.
Okay.
You can't tell if he's crying or screaming in rage. It's not obvious. It's let's see, battle axe.
We need to do something with the Boker at the start of its turn if you're raging. That's right, isn't it?
Say again?
You have an effect around
yes,
you while you're
raging. It's an effect that gives them disadvantage. But I don't think it happens until they end their turn or move in. So I think me moving toward them.
So it's at the start of their turn, I think, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it'll affect them later, but it won't affect them at the moment.
A 14 does hit.
All right. Good. And then battle axe damage. I think I want to do versatile damage. Yes, versatile. 7.
You manage to swing and you get a nice solid hit on this creature.
Awesome. He is pretty much in full, he's just in his own head right now. He has no idea what anyone else is doing. He's just in the moment, just like fighting this thing, attacking it. So that's it. That's all his action. No bonus actions or nothing.
Lovely. It is now that Swamp Bokor's turn. It is going to reach out this thin black arm, and it is going to cast Inflict Wounds on you.
All right.
See how it rolls. That is going to be an 11 to hit.
Oh,
I'm assuming that misses, and this is again going to hiss it as it doesn't do what it wanted, and that is its entire go. The one over to the left over here is going to come 30 feet to here. They are going to cast Bane.
Bane.
It's a very underappreciated spell, Bane, but it's really good.
Yeah.
So let's go for Nicholas and Zara.
I think you mean Marinth, and you're talking about those. Oh, you can get me too. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nicholas, I think I'm just out of range of Marinth. I am indeed. So it's only Nicholas and Zara.
All right.
30 feet.
Is it save with?
It is a charisma save.
Ah, well, I'm good at that.
No.
On. You're a paladin. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
but
a
I'm a
paladin of
different
knowledge.
paladin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Paladin of knowledge, so you're intelligence based. Yes.
Oh.
Woof. Uh-oh.
So like you are quite clearly baned.
And
Oh,
that was
nice
yeah.
telling you.
Did
Which
my roll come through? Oh, I don't think. Did my roll come through? Let me try again.
No, it hasn't.
I just did it. Charisma, saving throw, normal. Ah, there it goes. Ah! Can't you see I'm totally
Jaws.
overwhelmed with my own stuff?
Where's the bane icon?
Nobody hates me as much as me.
I'm going to
Not so loud.
put. I think we all feel called out here by that comment.
Easy.
So, Starlack, you have -D4 on all of your attack rolls and saving throws.
-4? Damn.
Minus a D4.
Oh, D4. Okay.
Could be -4.
Yes.
No.
And Trillium.
Oh well. I don't know what all's going on over there. That seems like a mess. So I'm just gonna see how far. Well, if I could see the tiny numbers upon my screen.
I know it's hang on, let's have a look.
I know the distance numbers are really tiny.
Yeah.
65. He says.
Oh,
That's 65.
40 foot I've got.
Okay. So back here is about 30 feet.
Yes. Well, sure say 65. That's weird.
That is
I
weird.
don't know.
All right. Anyway, I'm just gonna get a little bit closer to that Bokor, and without moving up and let him move up into my space, I'm just gonna kind of stand there and spin a stick and hold an action for if he decides to get close enough to me, and if not, I'll come catch him next round.
Lovely. Well, it is their go, and they are indeed. When were they slowed until? Marinth, was it your last turn?
The slow's over. Yes.
Yeah. So, they are going to move up to you. You can get your prepared action.
All right. Let's see if I will. My unarmed strike. $22.
Definitely hits.
Max damage for 8.
Go.
Very nice. It is not looking very well. You have cracked off one of its antlers, and it is not bleeding, but there is black ichor leaking out of it into the air. Not very pleasant. It is then going to try and cast inflict wounds on you. Apparently, I can't hit anything this session because it rolled a 7.
That's fine by me.
Hmm. And Zalak, we are back round to you.
Yeah, he's gonna move toward the one around these things, but I forgot to do the.
If you hold down control, you can also click along the way to kind of move you.
Okay. I can.
I mean, that's fine. You can move there without moving through that one.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could click and go around.
Yeah, fine. You had the movement to do it.
And I'm going to attack.
Yep. When you click on the attack, you should be able to put in minus 1d4 into the other box.
You had to say it would be a 4. Was a 13 hit?
A 13 hits, yes.
Oh, perfect. Does the damage have minus D4 as well?
No, it's only attack rolls and saving throws.
Sweet.
It's 9 damage. Very nice.
Comes in and just swings the hammer across its face.
There is a satisfying thud.
Is there a slow motion as the camera looks at their face, sort of, and the skin sort of jiggles?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of it jiggles, and then like again this strange sort of black. It's kind of like a liquid and a gas at the same time, just kind of like out of the sides of its face. It is grim. And then we're going to have gas ball come for Zolak. Try and attach itself to you. Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
So this thing has not managed to. It is up in your business. I was going to say.
Gonna swat it.
All up in your business, and but it is not actually stuck to you. Then this one's going to come towards.
It's like sucking your pauldrons. It's like attached to a pauldron.
Sucking on your pauldrons is a phrase I never thought I would hear.
I don't like that.
No, not a big fan.
I
It's a
feel like
translation problem. It's like the Dalai Lama.
Oh,
Be a good British band name.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say it. I was gonna say it would make a good, like, in-game novel that you could buy somewhere that's terrible and trashy. But
what like
The lusty Argonian maid.
yeah, my favorite Skyrim book, yeah,
Tusk glove.
Tusk Glove, 100%.
I like that one
Yes.
too.
Mirinth, you are going to have one try and attach itself to you.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay, wait then.
Wait, can he do that?
The secret was politeness.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm British. You either have
It
to
worked,
queue
though.
or ask nicely. 7. I just can't hear anything.
Stop it! I'm not your meal. Those are your meals.
Like all of these things on this map are meant to be really horrible, and nothing's hit.
We're just too good.
Yeah.
They just don't have the motivation, you know. There's the overwhelming sadness that surrounds me, just makes everyone just bummed out. And they just don't have it in them.
Just make them feel awkward, kind of being around. Like, that guy's sad. Like, should we do something? We should just go.
Regal. You have two of these gas things in front of you and two behind you, pretty close, so you're aware.
Okay. What's this symbol next to the thing?
That is Zarlak with Bane on them.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem like you have that covered. And I've already threatened these two back here. So I'll firebolt this one that's coming at Mirren. I'd like to establish myself as a menace to whatever these things are.
Fortunately, they're just very small and moving, and you aim just to the side of it, and you miss.
Hey, that was a warning shot. I'm trying to be as intimidating as possible, and that's all I'll do.
Mirren, you have a gas bit right in front of you, and several more close by. You're muted, I think.
Well, that's not good. I will... I'm just going to reach out, and I will try and shocking grasp the Nesbit beside of me. Lightning will run down my arm, and I'll just reach out and grasp it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does a 24 hit?
It does indeed.
Okay. It takes 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
This lightning goes and it just sparks, and then it bursts into a little cloud of flame for a split second, and it's gone.
Zarlak, I'll take care of your behind. That way things don't get latched to it, okay?
He is 30 feet away.
You left me. Where did you go? There's little things everywhere.
Wriggles right
You got
beside
Regal
you.
right next to you now.
Oh, perfect. I will stand with Regal. Just new pose, and that's my turn.
All right. I have advantage now, so he will once again swing the old battle axe with advantage. I imagine a 23 hits.
You are correct.
And we'll do damage. 5 damage.
Oh, it's an unfortunate roll. You do a solid hit, and this swamp vocal is looking unwell.
I want to use my bonus action to do an unarmed attack, if I may.
Yeah, you may.
I'll do an unarmed strike. Oh, do I still have advantage again? Or, I don't know, it doesn't matter, I hit. Does the advantage stay on it? Would I have advantage or no?
I will need to check the ability.
I can look real quick and see.
Yeah.
But it says, creature that starts to turn moves must make a charisma throw on the failure of the next attack. So yeah, this attack wouldn't happen. But a 19, I think, hits.
Yes, it is.
And it just does a straight 6 damage because of his strength.
That is enough to end its existence. How would you like to do so?
I will just kick it right in the face. He'll do like a high kick after he hits it with the axe, and try to crush its face in.
Very nice. It is definitely dead.
And he has a move action, which he will use to help his friend over here. Well,
moving that way, you are moving through the space of one of the gas things.
Oh, I see a gas thing there. Oh, let's see. Well, let's see if they have op attacks. Do they have op attacks?
It is indeed going to try and latch onto you as you pass.
Okay. You got to roll good sometime, eventually. 14 isn't good enough. Not good enough.
Does not latch onto you. I just
Succeeds. Or maybe it does, but it's like connected to my armor or something. Hasn't quite gotten in there.
yeah, it
Oh, you've
does.
got a Paulton one too?
And that's it. That's my full action.
Right, this front buckle down here is going to try another inflict wounds on Zarlak. Have to hit at some point. 16. You're a paladin, aren't you? It's not gonna.
I am.
Jolly good. Bill.
Well, now I'm just starting to feel bad for him. Do you want me to go like run through the water and see how many I can get stuck to me? Would that help? Like,
I mean, that would be hilarious. Please do.
I think just for the sake of everyone else here, I'll not do that. But I will. I will go ahead and take my unarmed strike and my bonus action strike. If that's all right.
Absolutely fine.
I don't think any of us want to actually find out what they do once they latch.
Unarmed strike of 21.
You hit.
And the second one with.
Don't do the second one unless you have to,
Okay.
because you won't. You don't need it.
Well, then I will just keep my bonus action. That is 6 points of damage.
It is dead.
Awesome.
How many times did I try and cast inflict wounds?
So many.
Well, 5.
It's such a horrible spell as well.
It's nasty.
Is that 30 feet, roughly?
Looks like 30 to me, yeah.
It is 30 feet, yes.
Do you need an acrobatics check if I'm making my way over there?
5, 10, 15. What's your acrobatics score? No, what's your dexterity
billion.
score?
I don't think it's like a billion. My dexterity is 19.
No, you can. So I'm usually jump is based on strength, but because
Have none?
you would be able, you're an acrobatics based class, right? You're all about getting yourself into various shapes and stuff. I'm switching it to dexterity for you, so you can do that without a check.
Understood. That is it for me right now. I'm just gonna stay over there because I can't really get any further after taking my action.
Lovely. Salak. It is your go. Oh, I did. So let me just double check something. They need to make a con saving throw because they took damage. Hey, they passed, so you are still under the effects of pain. But it is now your go.
I'm going to try and attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get advantage because of flanking?
Yes, you do.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Welcome.
Thank you.
13 hits.
Nice.
That is. How would you like to end it?
I want to crack it across the jaw and have its head spin.
Yeah, this thing is kind of a mixture of spirit with bone and antlers, and blurs the boundaries between ethereal and corporeal, and you kind of make the corporeal parts of it spin and kind of fly off, and it just nothing left after that. There are just the
Amazing.
antlers and kind of like this skull skull kind of face that is just lying in the water. So you are out of initiative. However, you now know that there are these gas creatures in the water. If you move quickly or uncarefully is not a word. If you move carelessly, there we go. Thank you. Through the water, you are going to release more of these things. So how are you going to progress?
We could hop on the land just to the west there. We'd be able to kind of stay out of the water.
We were supposed to kill those things. Do we need proof? Should we grab
those antlers? Yeah, he'll grab an antler from the one that he's standing by. Do we just need one?
I'll hop back across the way and grab an antler off of the one that I got, just in case.
Are they actually antlers?
Grab both of them. They're kind of cool.
They are actually antlers, yes.
Maybe they have magical powers. I wouldn't trust them, though. Nicholas sort of slowly kind of wanders back over to the other one, and kind of hops over to get over to that last first one that he killed.
So you have the antlers of 4 swamp bocors. Mirinth, you know everything there is to know about these creatures, so you know that their antlers are not inherently magical. However, they have value in they are used in some kind of basic remedies. There's quite a lot of kind of folklore around them, so you think they have some intrinsic value, but not a lot.
And what are these gas things? Are they natural? Are they magical?
You can make a nature check if you wish to try and work that out.
Maybe. Let's see. A 12.
You get the impression that there's something to do with the gas from the swamp. Like you saw them burst into flames when they were introduced to like fire or a spark. More than that, you're not sure.
I'm going to head back toward Marinth and Regal, trying my best to disturb as little of the water as I can.
Give me not the right check. Give me you can do acrobatics or stealth.
They're the exact same.
You make a pretty good go of it. There is one that comes up after you.
Does anybody have, like, a torch that we could use? Maybe we could just hold it in front of us and, like, kind of wave it at them. They seem to, like, burst into flame at the slightest provocation, so maybe just hold a torch out?
You could
I
get
start
out
getting
of the
one of my
water.
torches out.
I'd probably have a torch.
Any of you who have an adventurer's pack of some description will have a torch. Unless you are, like, so naive to the world of adventuring, you would have a torch. Maybe Drill doesn't have one.
I do not, but to be fair, I see in the dark, so rarely do I actually need it.
So, is that your guys' plans? You're going to travel through this swamp with torches, and if you bring up these creatures, will just light them with a torch. That goes remarkably well. They are incredibly flammable, and they, I am assuming you are not trying to bring up lots of them, but combined with some being as stealthy as you can and the torches, you manage to make your way through this swamp to back to the road in pretty decent time. Let me have a look what time. Right, so you made your way back through the swamp. You have lit many little gas creature alight. Pardon me. And eventually you come back to the road that leads to the gnomish city of Zillaran.
Did you guys notice how when we went in, I didn't see any of these gas creatures, but coming out, there were dozens. You just can't
Probably a
like
local
mix enough.
curse. We've probably been cursed by those fey creatures that we just had to fight, so,
Cursed? Are we cursed forever? Are these things going to be chasing us for the rest of our lives?
Can you
We might encounter some more of them here.
but that's something like you could just hey God, can you make them not, please? Right?
I don't think it works like that for me. Maybe a cleric.
Oh, I never went to church.
Did we cross through the swamp first in the morning on the way there, and then it's late afternoon? Is there a major time difference?
Yeah, you've been maybe 4 or 5 hours.
So it's not dark out or anything.
No, not yet.
Okay.
It is quite clear which direction you need to head. Would anybody like to do anything or say anything as you head towards the city, or shall we skip to being at the gates?
I'll be kind of incognito with I think Nicholas will have a hood, his gray hood kind of over, and trying to kind of be nondescript and not obvious.
It's fine. So, as you get closer to the city, you can see that the city is built on a sizable area of sturdy dry land that rises slightly above the surrounding swamp and the mangroves. There's a low wall that follows the outer edge of this hill, but it is the mangroves that would be the main defense of this city. You can see over the walls where the hill rises above their level. A lot of low wooden houses, quite neat, covered with an array of colourful flowers, herbs, and other foods. You can see many of these houses, possibly all of them, have little workshops attached. And as you come up to the city gate, you see a modest pair of stone towers, about 20 feet tall, flanking a thick, heavy oak door. Mirren, you would certainly know this, that this door was imported at great expense from the elves of northern Oscana, and is a thing of absolute beauty, the workmanship, the carving. It is a stunning example of elven woodwork.
Well, if the front door is anything of what's to come, it's going to be an exquisite city.
There is a guard who is standing at the gate, whittling a little figure in his hand. You are the only ones approaching. As you do, he looks up. You're a strange lot. What's your business in Zillaram?
You greet all visitors that way.
Depends on my mood, really.
Not a good day?
It's a day.
We were invited here, but our host seems to have disappeared. We were wondering if he had come to town.
Well, if you give me a name, I might be able to tell you. Who was it you were here to see?
His name?
We were looking for Terra Lespiola.
He don't live in here. He lives out in the swamp. He's a wizard.
Not no more, he don't. He disappeared.
Sorry, wasn't home at the same time we were there.
I mean, that's very odd. Well, I don't really know whether it's odd or not, to be honest. He's just doesn't come in here very often. Let me have a look. And he kind of turns around, opens a door and you guys can see through it into what looks like a very messy living quarters. But lined up on shelves along the walls are hundreds, if not thousands, of little carved figures of people. And he scans them and kind of goes back through the one's closest to the door and then a bit further back into the room, and then plucks one out and goes, yeah, this was him. Quite a while since he's been in here, like maybe 7-8 weeks. I carve everyone who comes through, you see. It's just a hobby of mine.
Is that why you don't want to let us in? Because it would be a lot of work to carve 5 people?
I do not want to let you in. I just I have to ask what your business is here.
I'll make it easy for you. You only have to carve one horn.
I mean, I am quite looking forward to carving the group of you. It's not often that we get, well, what, a tiefling, an orc, an elf, dragonborn, and a goblin. Like, we don't get that many visitors, but all at once. I mean, I'm going to enjoy carving all of you, but I do need to know the answer to the questions that I ask. I can't just let it. Yeah, I have to make a record of.
Well, we told you. We are looking for Torellis.
I mean, he's not here.
Right, and he's not in his place. So who knows him? Does he have acquaintances, friends, anyone?
I mean, you
How
could
can you
try.
be certain he's not here?
Well, because everyone comes through the gate, you see, and I carve everyone, and I haven't got a more recent carving than a few weeks back.
Do you know what he was doing that last time?
No, I don't get involved in the business of wizards.
Oh, you didn't
Well,
mention, like, if he was going to see anyone, then maybe people ask.
I mean, look, the places to go, have a look in the Dock Inn. Maybe they know something at the temple.
Sarlacc perks up at temple.
You interested in temples, are you? Yeah, Temple of Kernay, centre of town. Friendly folk there. Yeah. Well, it's temple to kindness and all.
Sir?
Yeah.
How long have you been at this gate?
Oh, I've lived here for 150 years.
What's the race of the
They're gnomes.
species? Oh, species is gnome. Okay. Well, my name's Mirinth, and I too was a city guard in my youth, so I understand you need to know what we're doing. We're now officially investigating the disappearance of Terrales Preola, as he has summoned us all here. We need access to the city to do that. Also, we need a place to stay.
Place to stay? Well, again, if you're going to the dock inn, they have some rooms. I mean, most places won't be big enough for people of your size, especially, well, Elixir, Zarlak, and Nicholas. But the dock inn is probably your best bet. The temple might have a room.
If need be, I'm more than comfortable sleeping on the floor, and I'm sure he looks over at Nicholas. I'm sure you are as well.
Oh, the places I have slept. Truly no bother. I don't believe in such fancy things like feathered pillows. Ah!
Have you tried one though?
Oh, I did. I had the worst night's sleep. I had a rash and had some terrible, some kind of allergy. I don't like feathers.
Ah, okay.
Good sirs, since you've been here for over 100 years, you know the dangers of the area. We are all new, so are there specific places located around Zillarams where we should check for a wayward wizard? Are there any ruins or where an old city was, or anything of arcane consequence in the surrounding area?
He's out in the swamp, I think, because what he calls research. I don't really know what that entails, but
it entails this, and I show off the 4 sets of antlers that we have. Do you know where those came from?
He looks he looks wary at this. Those are from those spirit vocals, those creatures.
Yes, we killed 4 of them on the way here. So is there anything else like that we should watch out for?
I mean, in the swamp, there's plenty of danger, yeah. But in the city, you'll be fine.
Okay. So your favorite place to go outside of the city is... And he just kind of poses.
My favorite place to go outside the city? No, don't do that.
Oh. Looks like it's dangerous here, folks. We should get inside the walls.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome in.
Thank you so much for your kindness.
Oh yeah, we are a city dedicated to Kernay, so kindness is something that we take very seriously here.
I like your door.
Yeah, well, you'll know of it, I'm sure. Made long ago, but by your folk, your kin. Yeah, we imported that.
They didn't make it, they grew it.
Well, even more impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all one piece.
Is it? I've stood here for so long that I've kind of forgotten about it, really. It's just part of my everyday life, but it is a beautiful piece. And he will...
We'll let you get back to your carving.
Give me a second. He will kind of take about 3-4 seconds to kind of look each of you up and down and kind of just
regal pose.
Oh, thank you very much, ma'am.
Sarlacc put his glasses on.
Oh, you're muted, Trump.
I'll throw a leg up over my shoulder.
He looked very shocked and he's like, "Oh, you're all very, very
Not
kind."
carving that.
And he will then kind of put a hand on the door and it swings effortlessly open. And you may enter the city of Zillorat. As you do, you start to see the buildings up close, and you've got every single home here has a workshop attached. As you walk through, you don't see any kind of market as such, but there are people walking to various homes and buying and selling things from these workshops that are built into every house you can see.
Is there a crystal or gem shop that might know something about this piece of paper we had that was some kind of crystal design?
You can certainly spend some time having a look if you'd like to.
What time is it?
It's mid-afternoon,
Oh,
probably like 4 or 5 p.m.
don't need to find lodging quite yet.
The crystal design? Oh,
There's
you talking
shared it
dirty
with Zarlak.
paper?
Yeah, the dirty paper. It does have some. I don't understand it, but it's something to do with the crystal, and maybe there's someone here who could explain it. Absolutely.
Would you like to take a look at it with me?
Of
Maybe your better understanding of the arcane magics would work.
Yeah,
Help?
and Zarlak looked at it too, and was pretty clear that it was some kind of element of that. But unfortunately, I put a hole in the middle of it. So
When I cast my spell on it earlier, it didn't read per se, but it felt ancient and powerful. So, yeah, and he hands the paper to them.
Can I also vibe check the paper?
So, both of you recognize the language of the weave.
Oh,
Both of you know that this is not something that you are allowed to discuss freely with people who do not already know what it is.
oh boy, yeah, this paper sure does make me feel.
Probably shouldn't get rid of this. It would be suspicious.
Regal, you can just read it. Mirinth, I will send you some notes. Mirinth, you can read it. It is not as clear to you as it is to Regal, because Regal is an actual wizard and you are a coalition.
They've read it, and I'm over there going, stick the
You're doing great.
hone.
Pretty much. So you get the same feelings that Zarlak got. So my brain's now completely forgotten what those feelings were. Power,
Intelligence and power.
intelligence and power. Thank you.
And like old energy.
Oh yes, yeah.
Like ancient.
Ancient, yes. Thank you. Regal, I will send you after the session some actual what it actually says. So yes, that's what you guys know. What you say to the group is up to you. To give you a sense of, not only are you not allowed to talk about this with non-arcane magic users, you have any of your studies into the arcane and this stuff has kind of gone, if you break this code, the magic itself will push you out. So there are stories about people breaking this code, telling people about stuff. Not only do they not remember the conversations that have happened, but they have lost their magic.
Could that have happened to, well, you haven't told us yet, but I wonder if that happened to Torellis.
So what you guys say to the group is completely up to you.
What can you tell us about it?
I think I'm gonna need a longer look at it later.
Well, let's get a bite to eat.
Decide.
I'm tired then.
I could eat.
Yeah. Have a drink. Get to know them. The little people here. They're so adorable. Oh, look at
Are
that
you
one.
supposed to call them that? Is that
Halflings. I'm familiar with the halfling culture, and they prefer to be called little people.
allowed? Okay.
But I don't know about gnomes. I've never met a gnome. Except that one.
I'll just not say it just in case. I'll just call them gnomes.
So, are you looking for the dock inn, I would assume?
Sure.
Yeah.
It is not very difficult to find. It is the only kind of larger building here which is built to accommodate those who are larger than gnomes. It is a very what's the word? Practical building. There's not much flair to it, but it is towards the docks, as you would expect. It has quite a lively atmosphere. There are dock workers drinking, singing. There's quite a lot of kind of merriment and kind of it's an upbeat place. There's music on, there's drinks flowing, there's dancing. It's quite lovely. You notice as you walk in that there is a human bard on a small stage. He is playing music, singing. He's good at his trade.
Is he cute?
Checking the charisma score.
He is a specific type. Whether Regal finds him cute is I don't know how to Regal.
Forget I
Roll
asked.
for
It's
attraction.
fine.
Roll for attraction.
What do I roll for attract?
Give me a wisdom roll.
It's a
I
sanity
don't think
check.
I've ever seen Rob so flustered.
I don't know how do you randomly decide whether someone's attractive to a character? Like
I just wanted to see what you would say.
It's one of those self rolls that you kind of use for your kind of RP.
14.
this character is also based upon one of my friends. So like
Oh, so that'd be weird.
Then you call your friend a thick boy.
Yeah, is your friend cute or what? Come on.
yeah.
Okay.
Like a trick question.
He's not my type.
He's a bard. He's got to be hot. You know.
Well, that is true. Yes, Regal finds him attractive. There we go. I'm gonna tell him about this conversation then. Yeah, so there is the bard who Regal finds attractive, playing on the stage. There is a barman and a bar person. There is also several serving staff around the room. It's quite a large building, there's maybe 20 tables in here. would you like to do?
I would like to make my way to the bar and look back to see vaguely where they look like they're gonna set. And then I would like to the barman, hi, can I get around for that table over there on me? And I'll pull out some coins and set it down.
Yeah, of course.
I'll find a table, sort of with a view of the door, kind of
And the bar.
hunker down. And the bar, yes. Hunker down there a bit.
That'll be 5 copper, please.
Alright, buddy, here's a silver, you keep the change.
Thanks very much. And you get a round of drinks. I'm assuming everyone would have said what they wanted. You get what you want. It's fine. What is everybody else doing while Trill is getting your drinks?
They have dancing. There's a dancing area. Wouldn't we like to dance?
No.
Boring
But I'll watch you do it.
I intend to keep a low profile, as low as I can get.
It's just dancing. It's fun. You should try it. Like
You have a good time. You go ahead and just dance like no one's watching.
There are a couple of elves up there dancing incredibly gracefully in the way that only elves can.
I will join them.
Oh, there he goes.
Give me a performance check, please. And you can have advantage because it's basically your entire culture.
21. Performance check.
You are graceful AF. You are incredibly, like, you are perfectly in time with the music. These other elves kind of notice you pretty instantly and kind of welcome you into their dance. And it is, for those of you watching, it is quite beautiful.
I'll hang out and do that for a while. Try and make some contacts with the elves.
Lovely.
And I just people watch, utterly fascinated with Mirith's dancing, and pull a book out, kind of just peering over and watching every now and then.
So, as you're watching, you notice a few people around the bar. There is a gnome sitting at the bar who seems to know everyone who comes up to the bar to order a drink in this, like, the few minutes you're watching. They all kind of nod to this guy and give kind of, friendly conversation. The barkeep, you also notice, seems well liked. There is quite a lot of kind of laughter going on between them. There are a large, probably about 65% of people in here are gnomes. You've got the 2 elves who are up dancing. There's a couple of trolls who are, squeezed in one corner. You've got there's a group of dwarves here. There's also there's 3 corsairs as well, humans. That's your quick assessment of the bar.
Keep that to myself for now.
So, Trill, you get the drinks and bring them back to the table.
I'm fairly tiny, so carrying 5 drinks in both of my arms as I make my way back over there, probably have my arm through the handles that you would just normally hold.
Yeah. I mean, you're incredibly dexterous. I'm not even going to make you make a check. Like, you're fine.
She's got one bounced on her head.
Alright.
I'll just make my way back to the table, set them all down in front of everybody. Everybody, I think they mostly have beer, and some beer. You can check what else they got if you want.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Dalek takes one, sniffs it, takes a sip, drinks some more.
It's not bad.
Nicholas drinks half of it in one drink. Doesn't drink the whole thing. He's trying to hold back.
So as this happens, the bard comes to the end of the piece of music he's playing, and then he kind of puts his lute down, pulls a stool to the center of the stage and sits down and goes, "My friends, for those of you who've just joined us, I am Morangaril, and I have come from the ships of the Corsairs. I left the sea because I wanted to hear the stories and tell the tales of the island of Oscana. I left because I wanted to learn about the world, but as Corsairs, we aren't really about that. There aren't many new tales of the sea. It's all superstition, money, and bravado. I'd heard stories of this place, though. A place where we are forbidden. Because they say that the gods of Oscana take away your free will and make you numb. And there are some, like, disgruntled sounds and kind of mock boos at this. Well, I say, this place is a place of calm and friendship and merriment. And of course, the kindness of Kerne. And lots of the gnomes bang their tankards on the table at this. I, for one, am glad I came. Now, permit me a break, and I will come back onto the stage shortly to keep the dancing and the music going. And there's a polite round of applause, and he departs the stage and goes to the bar. You guys aren't doing anything in particular. The next, just drinking. Fine.
I'm interested in the gnome that's sort of knows everybody. I don't know if it's obvious that this seems to be a mover and shaker among them, but
yeah, pretty much.
I'll mention it to Zarlak sitting next to me and say, this one, maybe he knows something.
That's kind of what I was thinking as well, and I think now would be a good time while everyone is into their cups.
Indeed. Would you like, should we call them over, or one of us just have a little clandestine conversation? I'm happy to,
Are they giving off an air of, like, they prefer to sit alone?
No, the opposite. Everyone who goes over there is welcomed and, like, happy, open conversation.
Why don't we head over and he turns to the others, if any of you would like to come as well. He starts getting up, puts his book away, or just puts it down on the table.
What book is it?
the Argonian maid. I don't know.
Oh,
I was gonna say, is it
No.
the pauldron suckers again?
Yes. No, it's some dry, scholarly.
Oh, you
Something
don't want
probably
dry
about- No, not romance.
I have to go
Dry, scholarly love.
somewhere else.
It's a tale of forbidden romance between rival scholars. How about that? A little bit of both.
I've now got the Montagues and Capulets playing in my head.
That's kind of where I was going.
Yeah. So you walk over to the bar, and there is this gnome. Excuse me.
Nicholas will join, and if not, only to just get more drinks. Another round, yes? And he'll join Sarlacc.
So there is this gnome there, dressed in pretty decent attire. This is a gnome of some means. And as you approach, he's in conversation with two other gnomes, exchanging pleasantries and kind of talking about events in the town. And after a minute or so, they part ways, and then this gnome kind of looks up at you two and says, you are new in town, or new to the Dock Inn at least.
Yes, mostly passing through, although we were invited, and
An invitation to Zillaram. Trade?
conquest of sort, I believe.
Conquest in Zillaram? Well, that's unusual.
In the swamps beyond.
What's beyond? Well, that can only mean... yes. Terrorless.
Yes. He invited us, and he's missing.
I was about to ask you how he is. I haven't seen him for a while, but he's missing, you say?
Yes, so he's not home. Very rude to invite people and not be home.
I mean, we can say many things about terrorists, but rude isn't one of them. Sorry, we should we take a step back? My name is Honor. I am a what should we say? I am a information broker of sorts.
It seems we did come to the right man then.
Oh, there is no right man in all of this Zillaram, I promise you. But you say
Let us introduce ourselves. I'm Zarlak, a pursuer of knowledge, and my companion here.
Nicholas, pursuer of anything, really, anything that tries to run away from me.
Right. A fine profession. Zarlak, you seem like an orc after my own heart, because indeed knowledge is power, is it not?
It certainly is, and there's just so much to learn and not enough life, it seems.
Yes.
He pulls up, sits down at one of the stools.
They certainly know how to wield a hammer. He looks approvingly at your hammer skills.
Well, thank you.
Ro, drinks for my new acquaintances, please. Put it on my tab. And you get very fine brandy type drinks brought out to you. Now, you said that Terrorless was missing. You're sure he wasn't just off on one of his excursions? He does go into the swamps quite often.
Well, we stood outside his abode for a little while, and nothing we didn't hear or see anyone come or go, aside from we were attacked by a group of swamp walkers.
Yes,
hoping.
they have been more present recently. Not really sure why.
Picked up a few antlers. And he'll hold up one of the antlers that they found and pull it out of his bag.
Can I insight his, I don't know why?
Absolutely.
Noise. 18.
You get the feeling that he might have an idea why.
Would you like to join us at our table? You can meet a few other people, and they'll tell you their tales.
Sounds delightful. I will row drinks for their friends as well, please. Again on the tab, if you would. And Ray just nods, and he will follow you to the table.
All right.
Regal has picked up the book that Zarlak has put down, but once they see that Zarlak's coming back, they quick put it down. I think we're interested in it.
Are you actively trying to hide that you were doing it?
A little bit.
Give me a stealth roll. What's your passive perceptions, Zarek?
Where is that
Worse than an eye?
written on here?
Perception plus 10. It's probably not worse than a 9.
No, it's better. 13.
You see Regal hurriedly putting your book back. Honor will...
By all means, if you'd like to read it.
Oh, no, I was just curious if I had read it before. I don't think I have.
Honor approaches the table with Zarlak and Nicholas. Goes, may I?
Please.
Millie will climb up onto a chair and your friends invited me to join your table. I hope nobody minds.
No.
Everyone, this is Honor, a prestigious member of the city. Seems to know a great deal about a lot of things.
As I explained to Zarlak, I am an information broker of sorts. I tend to gather information and sell it to those able to pay. And if there is information I come across that is vital to the defence or the well-being of the city and its people, I share this with the council.
So, how much is this conversation going to cost us?
Oh, it's a friendly conversation is free, my friends. I do not expect payment for idle chit chat.
Well, this may be something more than idle chit-chat. I believe this is something that may be of some concern to this town, and any information you give may allow us to discover what has happened to this missing wizard.
Well, indeed, if Terelis is missing, then that is of grave concern, for he is a powerful wizard who has done a lot over many years to protect and keep the swamps around the city safe. I am slightly unsure of why you think he is missing rather than just on an errand, though.
Well, you know wizards. They dabble in things they don't always understand. Perhaps that's why he hasn't come to town. He told us to come. Now, why would he tell us to come and then not be anywhere to be found? not even to leave a note. This either he's very rude, or, as I said, he's dabbled in something far beyond his abilities.
I mean, it is true that if you are invited, it is unusual that he would not be there to meet you. You have piqued my interest. I do have to say it is unlike him to not be a good host. But also, as you say, we do know wizards, and wizards get distracted and have 300 plans going at any one time, and yes. Well, let me see. When was the last time he was in town? It was 7 weeks ago, I believe. He came.
How often does he come into town?
Oh, anything from once a month to once every 3 to 4 months. It depends on the whims of a wizard, I'm afraid. He is not usually this long without a visit. Let me say that. He has spent longer before, but that is when he has been off on like specific travels to other places. But if he has indeed invited you all to his house, then not to be there is strange indeed. Like he would not have invited you and then gone to travel to Luzon or Worcester. He would surely be in the vicinity.
Where he goes when he comes to town?
He speaks to the council usually. That is, it is. They have wanted him to join the council for many years now, but he says he has no business doing such things. I'm trying to think of where he may. He does come here.
Well, allow me to introduce evidence. And he brings out a piece of paper, his invitation, and he kind of pats it down and tries to straighten it out and get the wrinkles out of it, and he puts it down. It's a little dirty and worn, but you should be able to read it. And it would describe how he had sent us on a mission and he wanted us to hunt these things, and it was a test to assist this town. Give him a sense of what his motivation was.
To assist the town. It's very,
He wishes us to aid the city of Zillarum. You see, it says it right there. But we have to.
Of course, he's
testing us. Typical.
Well, it's not is the case. If he wished to aid the town of Zillaram, he has the means himself. He has done it. He has done it many times. He is not a wizard of small power. He has fought monsters on our behalf. He has cleaned our water supply when it was contaminated. He has done many kind, honourable acts for this city. That he would hire outside help is unusual, to say the least. Maybe he was concerned.
Maybe he knew he'd be away.
He seemed concerned, yes.
Maybe he knew he'd be away.
Do you know by chance if he has any enemies?
Well, I do not. He lives on his own outside the city. He does not really interact with anyone outside of the council. And as I said, he has only ever been a help to those here. There is no other wizard in these parts to be a rival of his. There is no...
Perhaps they're not a wizard.
His place sure looked like a wizard house. And all that wizard stuff in it.
I meant the enemy.
Ah. Yes.
Sorry, you went in his house?
Well, we just peeked in through the window, knocking the door, saying, hello, hello! Not even a manservant or anyone.
Yeah, I looked in the window, it looked like there were papers scattered everywhere.
That's just
But that's typical wizard stuff,
yeah, that is not unusual. Now, I believe that you are genuinely concerned for his safety, so I will share a bit of information with you for free. There were about 2 months ago, there were 2 orcs in Zillaram, 2 ladies. They were odd. Not the usual type. We have a lot of trade here, a lot of merchants coming to usually trade for the glassworks that we produce, but these were certainly not traders, and one was very angry. I didn't have much interaction myself, but Ro might have more information for you. But I did overhear a little bit of information that one of them seemed worried and was talking about that they must get it right. And I did try and listen more closely and track where they went, but it was beyond my skill, and I hope you understand that is unusual. It is the only thing I can think of that happened any time close to when the wizard was last in town. Maybe nothing.
Did you by chance get either of their names?
No, I did not. They were unknown to anyone I know in this city, and I know pretty much everyone.
We should find out what they look like. We just gotta go back to the guy at the gate. He's got a carving of them.
Old Grout, yes, he does. It does become useful. I have from time to time had a look at his carvings to try and find people. Up until now, I had no reason to search more into these ladies. Yeah, they were interesting, but not really worth me spending more of my resources on.
They've since left. They've left this town, and did they leave by boat, on land?
They left by the main gate. They were here for 4 days.
Interesting.
As I said, Ro may know more.
Can you make the introductions?
I mean, Ro is the barman.
Oh yeah, well then we've already been introduced. We're close friends now, of course.
Look, I will put some feelers out in the direction of these 2 orcs, and if I find any information, I will let you know. I assume you will be staying here.
We will,
Yes.
yes.
It is the only place in town for non-gnomes, really. But yes, go and talk to Ro, and I will get back to you in a few days.
One
Well, thank you.
last thing. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you go right ahead.
While we're in the city, I just feel like I should know. Is it offensive to call them little people? The gnomes?
I wouldn't.
I don't want to offend anyone on accident.
No, gnomes is fine.
Just gnomes? Don't call them little
Yes.
people?
I wouldn't know.
Got it. Thank you.
Nicholas looks down in shame a little bit.
It's okay, you didn't know. Now we all know.
I mean, the halflings, they call me big fella, and I call him little fella. It's never been a problem, but I understand. I must apologize.
And you have not called me a little person, so I am in no way offended.
Yes, well. Good.
I think we might leave it there.